Okay, now in this video I want to show you how to take a file from your computer, upload it to your website, and then from that website or folder, like I showed you in the previous video, upload that file to a post or a page so you can sell it. So first step, you go to Cart66, Products here, and you're going to enter a product name. Let's say File Testing 1. Item number. I'm going to show you here. I've already started doing some tests with files. So these are all files I uploaded to test the website. You see here I have item number 1, 2, 3, 4. Cart66 requires that you have an item number here. So I am up to 5 right now. It can be anything. If you have your own file tracking system, you can put it in here. But as long as it's a unique number for each file. And you put your price here. Price description, you simply repeat the price. You also have the option of having the user define themselves the price. So maybe you want to tell your client, look, you tell me how much you want to pay for the file. You would go here with yes, and you could set a minimum and a maximum price. In the previous video I showed you the taxes that you can add. Well, if you set up a percentage for your tax in these settings down here, then you hit yes and the product will be taxed. You will say no for shipping because it's a digital product, and you won't put anything for weight. Again, it's a digital product. And minimum quantity and maximum quantity. This is the amount of times that a file can be added to the cart by one person. So they recommend that you put it at 1 just because if somebody wants to buy 20 times the same file, it's likely that they want to resell that file. So it just allows you to keep control on how many times one person can download the file at a time. So you can either put 1 or you can put 0 if it doesn't really matter to you that people have multiple copies of your file. Now here, you can see here I click the arrow. Now these are specific to the digital products. Download limit. This is the max number of times a customer can download a product. So that you probably want to put at 0. You don't want to place limits on the amount of times the product is downloaded. See, here is kind of how many times the product is downloaded at a time. Here is how many times the product is downloaded overall. So this should be unlimited, and this you can set restrictions. And then to upload the product, let's call it the file in this case. You go to Browse. That'll open up the files on your computer. I'm going to go, for example, here and find a file. Let's see, let's go down, let's go to here. And let's try to get some files here. Let's go with this file. And once I've put that, I hit save. And you can see, well, we can't see it right now, but the product is uploading. Just going to come back here for a second. I'm just going to do something different here for a second. I'm going to change my browser. I don't like necessarily using Windows Explorer because it doesn't tell you when the file has been uploaded. So let me just go here. Go to products. I'm going to do the same thing. Testing overall file 2. Let's go with 6. go with 6. Let's go with 699. Let's go with 699. I'm going to go no. These are all the same settings that I put previously. You're going to understand what I'm doing here in a second. Okay, why I changed browsers is look at the bottom here, at the bottom left corner. In Google Chrome, they actually show you how much percentage done on the transfer file. On Explorer, they don't show you, so you kind of have to wait around and wait for something to happen. I don't particularly like that, although both work. It's just that for the purposes of this video, it's easier for me to see when things are being uploaded. So if I go down here, you can see that my file that I just uploaded, number 6, testing file 2, is now available. These are all my products that I've uploaded to date, and I can change, like so for example here I made a mistake. I put yes for shipped, so I'm going to go edit. It brings me right back to that page, and I hit no, and everything is set up like that. So once all that is done, I hit save, and your files are uploaded. Now, the next step is to make these files available for your clients. So, let's say you want to create a post. You would go to Add New or All Posts. I'm going to go to All Posts because I've already created a few tests. You can see InDesign test file 1, great new file for today. So I'm going to go to Edit here. Every time you have this Add New Post or Modify a Post or Add a New Page, you have this button here, Cart 66. I can show you if you go to Add New Page, you also have that button, Cart 66. If you add New Post, you have that button, Cart 66. And I'm going to go back to where I was, Edit. You can see I have my Cart 66 here. So I have written this post, and now I want to add a file and sell a file on this post. So this can be a description of the file. I beef it up. I tell people how great the file is, why it can help them, why they should buy it, and then I offer it for sale. Cart 66. Click on that. Insert a product. Here are all my files on my system. Choose the one that's relevant to this post. You can either do user-defined or predefined. Given that we stated earlier that only one one file should be downloaded at a time per client, we're going to probably want to put this at predefined, default quantity 1. Button text is changing the text of this button here, so you can do by this file, and you can see it changes that text. CSS style, don't worry about that. It's coding to change this design. Show price, I would recommend you do yes, because if you do no, well, there's no price. Not very useful. And button path, again, don't worry too much about this, because this is going to actually be your PayPal account. So this is all you need to do when you want to insert a product. Choose the product, determine if the user can define himself the quantity or predefine. Default quantity should be 1, and decide which text you want for the button. So, cart, and then you do insert shortcode. And then I would do either publish or in this case update. And if I go to view post, there is the file at the end of the description. And if somebody does add to cart, well, here's my cart. Now look, if I try to change the quantity and say update total, it comes back to 5. Now, okay, that's maybe a bit confusing. Let me just go back and change something on that. And at the same time, it's going to show you how I can modify a setting. So I'm going to go back, and I'm just going to go to products here. I was testing again a group of different possibilities. Now This is the file. This is the file I showed you how to upload. This is the file I inserted into the post. I'm going to do edit, and look here, the max quantity, 5. That's why earlier when I tried to put 20, it reverted back to 5 in the cart. Now I'm going to put this to 1, as with the file I showed you. And hit save. Go back to my post. All post. I'm going to edit this post. If you have to change a file, it's often easier just to erase the whole thing and come back in here. This is the file I just changed, file 1, user predefined, button text, add to cart, insert shortcode, and I've hit update. I go to view post here, add to cart. I try to change the quantity and put 20. Total, see, it brings me to 1, because my maximum quantity for this file is 1. If there wasn't a max quantity, whatever the person would enter here would be that quantity times the item price and the total. So you can do continue shopping here afterwards. This is what I talked about earlier, how you can put a setting for where this leads to. Default is leading right back to the file itself. You have your cart here, which we will pretty up, make this fit better with your website, but this just goes to show you that users can see what's on their cart if they continue shopping. By the way, we'll be removing this, don't worry about that, and we'll be arranging this to fit with the look here. But goes to show you how everything works. And then you can do checkout here. Now we haven't entered our PayPal information, which is why it doesn't work. So that will be what I will show you in the next video, how to set up your PayPal.